currently 3:09 a.m. We got here early because we had to drive to the Toronto airport, and I'm always early. And our flight was supposed to take off at 6 a.m. and we got here, checked in, and found out it was delayed to 7:35 a.m. So now once we arrive to Miami, we're gonna have all of 45 minutes to board our next flight. So yeah, we're doing well. Hi guys, we're in Belize. So during our senior year of college, so just a few months ago, we were trying to decide where do we want to go on vacation. We were thinking Iceland, Europe, we weren't really sure. And while Joe was in a final, I was like, well, let's go to Belize, because I've watched the Bucket List family go to Belize, and I was really excited. I wanted to go to Central America since I had just visited Haiti and Puerto Rico. I kind of liked being in the tropics, so I thought Belize was a great idea. So we got here on a Wednesday with a full day of travel. We had been up since midnight, and we got to Belize, which is a 2-hour hour difference from New York, and we got here around 5 p.m. I think. So it was a long day. And the next day we kind of relaxed. We went to the beach, we took the paddle boards out to the water, and then we just swam in the pools, went to happy hour. We decided the next day we would go cave tubing, which is something we really wanted to do. So for cave tubing, we went in the second largest cave system in Belize, which was pretty cool. We went with a pretty big group, and we had to swim uphill, so we were all paddling backwards. It was super hard. And then at one point he made us turn off our headlights, so we were just in complete darkness as we were cave tubing, and it was really crazy. We were like, ah, where's Vito? Vito was our guide. So that was really fun. And then the next day, we went all day snorkeling, which was the thing that I wanted to do most, and it was awesome. We took about like an hour-and-a-half boat ride out to Silky Cays. So a cay is kind of like an island, a very small island, and around it was just clear blue water. And so first, what we did was we snorkeled around the Silky Cay Island, and it was where all the reefs were. We saw fish, little squids, we saw jellyfish, and then at one point we saw dolphins, which was really cool. We saw them swimming underneath the water, and our guide was like, there's dolphins, there are dolphins. And I didn't see them at first because my goggles were fogged, so I rinsed them out, and then I went under and I just saw the dolphins. There was like 3 or 4 of them, and it was awesome. I hope I got it on video. And then they just swam away, and we could see their fins on top of the water, so that was really cool. And then afterwards we boated a little further down, and we were at the reef is what they called it, and it was a lot more like seaweed. There weren't any corals, but here is where we actually swam with nurse sharks, and there were tons of them, and we actually saw a sea turtle. And sea turtles are my absolute favorite. So Joe and I actually touched the shell. It was really awesome. I swam next to the sea turtle. We saw stingrays, more jellyfish, of course. What else did we see? Oh, we saw a huge barracuda. But yeah, tons of sharks. Some people touched the sharks, but I was a little too afraid to do that. But it was awesome. Our guides were awesome. They always pointed things out. It was just the best day. I had so much fun snorkeling. And then for the next day for our excursion, we decided last minute to do a Mayan chocolate tour. So this was really special and interesting to me because so in Haiti I kind of got to go to a farmer's group, and there they kind of showed us the process of taking the cacao beans and drying them out and fermenting them and seeing how they get the cacao bean to the dried brown bean that you see. So in Belize, we got to see again, we got to go to their farm and see the cacao plants. They weren't really in season, but you could still see some pods on the trees. And he said like they need to grow in shade, which is a good spot for them. And then from there, he took us out kind of in a clearing and he smashed one of the cacao pods and opened it up. And then he had us take the white pod and put it in our mouths. And he said it tastes different for everyone. So to me, it kind of tasted like mango. To Joe, it kind of tasted like citrusy. So that was really cool. But just we sucked on it. He said it has so many good antioxidants. And actually in the process of fermenting the beans, they take that white flesh and they turn it into a juice or used as wine, and it's a very good healthy drink. And then from there we actually went back to the main building where we learned how to make chocolate. So first he gave us the regular old cacao bean and he told us to bite it, and wasn't my favorite, really super bitter. And then from there, he gave us a roasted cacao bean that had been roasted with coffee beans, and it was much different. There was a little shell, and then on the inside there were the cacao nibs, and those tasted a lot more like chocolate, a little less bitter. And from there, he took the cacao nibs and he put it on a basalt kind of thing where they used to make chocolate, the Mayans. It's not really used today because they use machines, but he took the cacao nibs, and then what he did is he took this basalt kind of brick and he would roll it to crush up the cacao nibs, and that's what made chocolate. And from there they added sucrose depending on how much like percentage of cacao you wanted, and they actually grow their own sucrose at the farm, so it was really good. He let us try some. So far all we have in this chocolate is cacao nibs and sucrose, and from there they actually add back cacao oil that gets released from the cacao beans. So really it's like 2 ingredients because the cacao oil is from the cacao bean. So from there, that's chocolate. So he put them in molds and put them in the freezer, and while we waited he told us about some of the products that he's made. He's made instant hot chocolate mix himself, he's made cacao tea, and all these different products that he makes and he's really proud of. So it's kind of cool to see, and it was cool to see the process of getting the pod to the bean to the actual chocolate. So that was really cool. And so after that day we had about 2 days left, and we just spent them relaxing, going to the beach, taking out the paddle boards again, and going swimming and all of that, reading books. It was really fun. While we were here, we also went to some restaurants. We love to walk into town. Everyone here is so nice. Actually, I asked our driver on the first day what the predominant language was here, and they said English. So a lot of people do speak English. He says Creole is also emerging, some Spanish. So it was really cool to walk into town. We ate at the Lucky Lobster, the Loggerhead, and Baja Fiesta. So all of them were really good. We also ate here at the hotel or the resort, whatever. So yeah, it was a great vacation, and we leave tomorrow at the crack of dawn for another full day of travel. So yeah, all right guys, bye from Belize.
And the thing is, we're so far from home right now, you could just like start talking like you're a professional vlogger and nobody would know the difference. Nobody here, at least. Are you filming?